You gotta say who got questions.
Who got questions?
What'd you see out there today?
Saw him.
They won't know what you know.
Huh?
They won't know what you know. Was it hot, cool?
Hot.
Hot, I felt it too. I did. Anything else?
Nope.
I appreciate you.
How do you like being in Charlotte for training camp and being able to go home?
That's good. I just had a little baby girl a few weeks ago, so I'm getting a lot of daddy time right now. So
Congratulations.
appreciate that. So I'm excited to be here.
You sleeping okay with the new baby?
Yeah, my wife's a trooper. I barely hear anything, but I hear the story in the morning.
Derrick, they spent a good bit of money on the offensive line, especially the interior offensive line. What has it been like going up against these guys? I know you're not pads yet, but thoughts on the additions they put up front?
I've spent the first few years of my career playing against both of them. So, I played Dame since he was in college at LSU. Me and him squared off every single Saturday. I like him. Robert Hunt, huge body, high motor. I'm excited for both of those guys. Bring Icky and Timo in, Corbett at center. I'm excited for what the offensive line could do this year.
You're a big guy, Derrick, but when you run into guys of that size, like is there a difference? Like, can you tell a difference when does that size show up in real time?
Yeah, I probably should take my hands a little more. Robert's a big fella, man. That's what I spend most of my day with, actually, on the field. So Robert's a big dude, and, just kind of, him bringing him in, man, I just feel like it's truly going to take my game to the next level. So, having him to go against in practice instead of just one time a year in Miami. I'm excited about that.
Derrick, building off of that, you go against Damian Lewis in college, you're now going against him here. How has he changed? What was he like in college also? Just that evolution.
Freaking great run blocker, good pass blocker. All around I thought Damian was pretty good. So, just going against him the last few years in Seattle, I got the same thing. I watch tape, decipher the different things I want to in the week about him, and then go from there. But, I think he's a solid overall player for sure.
Derrick, I've seen TJ rotating in there with Shai and A'Shaun next to you. What have you seen from him so far?
TJ's got a high motor, man. Knew him in college too, and the same thing he was displaying at Arkansas and showed that he could be a really great player. He's doing here for us, and we're excited.
Derrick, how do you feel being back in the bank after a season that was bad and fans show up, and how's the mood in the locker room?
That's good. We got a fresh opportunity to go out and do something special. So, it sucks to go 2-15. You got to come in and go to work every single day with that hanging over your head, and, it is what it is, but you got to go out and do your job. So this presents the opportunity for us to go out here and turn this around and do something special.
Defense play was the shining part of the team last year. But as a defense, I imagine you still have to have some sort of chip on your shoulder, something like that. How are you motivated as a defense this year?
I think, from the time we got together in the spring till now, Coach E's message has been, all that, whatever happened last year, it don't even matter no more. So, as you know, we had a freaking full staff turnover, basically, offensively, head coach-wise, GM, the whole building's been flipped upside down. So, everything that happened last year, is washed. So, top defense, whatever, it doesn't matter anymore.
Derrick, you said this week that we have to go out and prove that we're not the same Panthers that we were last year. Is there a way to do that before the actual season starts, or is it like, are you kind of just waiting to get out there week one and show that this isn't the same team that it was last year?
I think it started the first day reported for OTAs. I think the tone was set by Coach Canales and Coach E for us. It was, we're going to do things, we're going to have a way, and we're going to live and abide by that way. And nobody's resisted that. Everybody's bought in. And for us to be able to go out there and, change the reputation, you don't want to be the ranked 32nd team out of 32 teams in no way possible. So, for us to go out here and be an actual contender and be able to compete, that's what we're trying to do.
We have heard from Dane, and Dan too, that publicly they're not wanting to state much in terms of expectations. They're kind of tamping it down. Does this team have playoff expectations?
That's the goal. That's the goal. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say not. I mean, we don't come to work every single day to go 5-10, 5-12, and go home. So, I mean, that's our goal is to come in here and go to work every single day and be able to contend not only for the NFC South, but be able to make a playoff run. So, I mean, that's the goal for us.
A lot of old guys like Buckner, Rucker here in the building today. How much contact do you have with some of the former players along the defensive line or in general?
A lot. It's funny. You know, a lot of those guys recruited me when I was coming out of high school. So to see it come, you know, just to see everything come full circle and be able to, you know, sit down and have a conversation with them, talk to them. I mean, that's what it's all about, man. That's what this game is about. Being able to lean on them and, you know, have them reach out. I mean, be able to get wisdom from them. I mean, it means a lot.
Which
Is there a
guy
benefit
recruited
for the
you?
current team to be
But-
able to-
But and what was that experience like?
I'm trying to figure out. Oh no, Buck did my. He was in Arizona. He did my scouting in Arizona. But him and my D-line coach in college was super close.
Is there a tangible benefit for guys on this current team, though, to talk to guys from better times?
Yeah, I mean, those guys have been here, done that. I mean, we still, you know, in pursuit of trying to get there. So I mean, for you know the guys that took over this game, you know, especially like when you know Pep comes back, being able to have a conversation with him, KK, TD, I mean Luke, guys are you know constantly around. I mean, they're having those conversations with them and you know trying to figure out what was it like when they were here. I mean, that's a big part of trying to set a culture.
Eric's kind of built. You mentioned Julius Pepper. He's getting induction into the Hall of Fame next week. What just as a football fan, what do you remember about him watching him?
I remember he's a monster, the black visor. I remember seeing that, and you know, salute to him and you know all the success he had on the field, and congratulations, and you know, he'll be forever in Canton. So you know, that's the goal I want to get to one day. So, you know, it's definitely awesome to see it happen for somebody else.
Derrick, you're coming off a season where you had a mammoth season with the amount of tackles you had. What is what do you want to do this year? How do you want to improve on that?
I just want to reset, man. I want to reset and, you know, be able to go out here and play my best ball. You know, I feel like a lot of times last year, you know, I didn't put my best display on the field. So, I mean, I feel like I want to go out here and be able to you know, have a full season of great football.
Is there something in particular that you're like, I want to get better at this?
I don't know. I was just saying, you know, being available for, you know, defense all the time, being able to stay on the field as much as possible.
What do you know of Toure and what is he going to bring to the edge? The new Toure?
Come on, Coach.
He'd probably.
He's a new outside linebacker.
Oh, yeah, I haven't met him yet.
Oh,
Derrick,
Obviously, a lot of it made this offseason about some of the losses on defense, losing guys like Brian and Frankie, some big veteran leaders. Feels like you're kind of stepping into that role now. Do you feel like your, status as a leader has kind of changed going into this season, being one of the veteran guys?
I always felt like I had a voice. You know, without doubt, you know, Shaq's our captain. I mean, he's a guy who's been here. He's seen success at his highest, and you know, he's a guy that's going to lead our room. And you know, the rest of us are going to be hurt, but you know, that's what we look at as our guy.
Derrick, I don't think there are a lot of teams around the league that have an interior defensive lineman on like front and center on their advertisements for season tickets as kind of the star of the team. What does it mean to you to be like almost the face of this defense as at a position that maybe doesn't get the kind of love that it usually that other positions do?
No, I appreciate it. You know, I don't really think too much into it. Just try to do my job so I can stay on there. So, you know, it is what it is.
Hey, you guys are gonna ride the bus to Clemson on Thursday, which is roughly 3 hours or more. So, what's the longest bus ride you've been on?
See, I didn't know we were riding the bus. I do remember in college when we flew to Mississippi State. They gave us a pretty good spanking, and we had a 4.5 hour bus ride at like 11 o'clock at night. So we didn't get back to Auburn until like 3:30. It's probably the longest bus ride I've ever been on.
What do you do on the bus? Do you listen to music, podcasts, sleep?
I don't know, man. At this point, I don't even know. I've deleted my social media for camp, so I just freaking, I don't know, I might play word scramble or something. Just do something, keep my mind preoccupied.
a bus ride's not in your contract, or?
Nah. Yeah, I'm a team guy, so I'm not gonna be the one to complain about it. I tell you that much.
When was the last bus trip you took?
College.
Would y'all bust at Tuscaloosa, I guess?
Yeah, we bust Tuscaloosa, UGA.
How'd you think you guys were gonna get up there?
Huh?
Did you think?
Oh, we're gonna have some parking available for separate driving. He knows more than me, so.
You got anything else? All right, thanks, Derek.
Appreciate y'all.